Hey everybody, welcome back to the uh, Drunken Analysts podcast. It's Tangerine, one of your hosts, and Lemon. The reason I'm whispering right now is we've snuck into the NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang's house, and we're gonna take a picture of his penis and leak it online. Okay, let's go. Let's go see where he's sleeping.
I'm coming with you.
Quiet. Okay, quiet. Oh, there he is. He's fast asleep. Okay. Okay, you get the sheets. I'll get his pants.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's jimmy him off.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
oh my God.
Jesus.
There's nothing there.
It's
He's smooth like a Ken doll.
oh,
What the fuck?
I've never seen something
the
more
fuck?
smooth in my life.
There's no penis to leak. What the, okay, dude, fuck this. Let's you know what? I'll go search up gay porn on his computer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Search up gay porn on his computer.
Oh,
All right, let me just log in here. Holy,
wait.
it's already bookmarked. What the fuck? Let's get the fuck out of here.
What?
Welcome back to the Drunken Analysts podcast.
That was the thing that you wanted me to play along with?
Yeah. I was giggling in bed like a week ago to that, and I was like, yeah. I thought about it every day too, and I was like, I'm still gonna do it. That's hilarious. So yeah, we snuck into Jensen Huang's apartment and exposed that he has no genitalia.
Not surprising after that press conference in was it Taipei that they did for Computex or whatever it was called?
I think so.
You see that photo of him
He's-
where he was sitting with another person. He was drinking a beer, just sitting down in the middle of the or in that expo there. Like,
Does he
Wait
just
a-
look like an asshole?
yeah, like doing it all for show.
He pisses me off. I was reading something. He said last year that he's created more billionaires than any CEO in the world. Did you know his net worth too?
I actually don't know his net worth. What is it?
174 to 182 billion dollars.
Okay.
Doesn't that
yeah,
piss you off?
yeah. I wonder what his So I wonder what he's got for liquid assets though, because it's all tied up in Nvidia stock, right?
Yeah.
And
We're not going to help with his lack of penis. I don't think there's anything you can do about that.
no, it's smooth as shit.
You know,
I
it would have
can't
been funnier
believe
to say if there was no penis, but he did just have balls.
Botox too. They're very smooth.
They're
heard-
very
I-
tight and they're waxed.
I heard the rich do that.
Is he Chinese or Korean?
I don't know his
Chinese.
Taiwanese.
He's Chinese. I
Is he?
imagine a Chinese nutsack is very neat and tidy. That
Just
and,
like their
your average,
factories.
like German man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure their factories are very clean over there. OSHA gets their hours in, I'm sure.
What's OSHA overseas there?
I don't know. Fuck, it doesn't have an R in it, so I can't really do the Chinese voice and make it funny.
Holy Christ! Oh, yeah. It was a big week for tech, for that
Yeah.
shit. What are they came out with Spark, RTX Spark. I don't know if you've seen that. It's the
Yeah.
competitor to Apple
I heard
Silicon.
about it.
From what I remember from reading all the articles and listening to all the YouTube videos, especially Steve from Gamers Nexus, is that no one was allowed to touch them.
Really?
Yeah.
Designed for AI, creating and gaming.
So
That's a tagline I don't want to hear.
I'm going to my AI rant. I'm doing it. We're gonna start off with Nvidia first. Are
Alright.
you aware
Also,
of how
everybody,
the
I'm Tangerine. This is Lemon.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Hello, I'm Lemon.
Real dicey start.
Real good.
The floor is
Real
yours for your AI rant.
So, are you aware of how the financial side of the AI investments work?
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
so think of a big circle jerk.
Picturing it in my head.
Are you familiar with the term docking?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
Well versed.
So how it's working right now, and this is why I'm so staunchly against all these AI investments, it's that so Nvidia produces the chips, right?
Yeah.
And then another company will need the it said chips, right? So they buy it
Mm-hmm.
from Nvidia. And then that money goes back to Nvidia because of the investment over time, right?
Yeah.
And then Nvidia produces more, and then that company uses more, and it's a big circle, right? It's very layman's terms of
Mm-hmm.
what's going on, right? So think of $500 million going from Nvidia to company A back to Nvidia, and it's just a big old circle, right? Because there is no
Got it.
ROI. There's no return on investment with AI. If I remember the
No.
stats,
In fact, companies are losing so much money on AI right now.
yeah. Let me just. There was a stat that I seen. Like, I think it was like 95% of AI pilots fail to deliver any measurable financial impact within their first 6 months, and then it was something like
Mm-hmm.
80% of companies in North America are investing within AI, and only 3 to 5%, I'm probably wrong about these numbers here, but it's roughly around that, is only seeing a little amount of a return on investment. It doesn't make you
Mm-hmm.
more efficient, especially when it comes to like vibe coding.
No, definitely not.
No.
I can see. Yeah.
So I'm going to
It
go
is
into my rant
nice
now.
to kind of see the. Okay, go
Like
for it.
I texted you this earlier this week, right? My
Mm-hmm.
company is going to remain anonymous, which is going to be just fine because other companies are doing this. I work for a company that specializes in an MDR and SOC and things like that, like how CrowdStrike did, or it does. Sorry. So
Excuse me.
we were shown, and we are moving into a platform, which is all AI agent driven. So before you would work in a queue, yada yada yada. You pick up, for anyone who isn't familiar with how like a SOC analyst, so that's Security Operations Center analyst would work, you have a queue and you would have alerts. You go see an alert, you pick it up, you assign it, you do your triage, you write down whatever you need, you go investigate, and then you figure out what you need to do with it. If that's escalating, closing it off, you start an IR, whatever it may be. Our new platform pretty much dummies us down into data monkeys at this point. So you are assigned a an alert. Everything is AI driven now, so the triage, the investigation, and the outcome is done for you already. And all you have to really do is say yes or no to escalate it. And then there's a bunch of jumps to go through. Let's say the AI hallucinates. Now you have to go and redo the entire thing, start from square one, and what we were, essentially doing before. Um, and that
Yeah,
pisses
to
me
jump through
off.
some bullshit
That
hoops
really
before
pisses me off.
having to restart your entire investigation process.
So I'm going to give you a fact here. So a
Okay.
competitor of ours, who's the biggest in the world, CrowdStrike. You ever heard of them? They're a little company.
They're pretty big.
They're a little company
Yeah,
that
little hole in
took
the
down
wall.
the internet for quite a while.
Little mom and pop shop.
Little mom and pop shop. They fired all their tier one analysts. I don't know when this was. A little while after they went, and they replaced it with AI, right? And they went,
Yeah.
holy shit, this isn't good. Like, it's not giving good results. People are mad about this. B, it's costing us more than it would if we just hired good people with actual intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And C, there's no return on investment. Um, so I think I texted you that day. I was livid. I'm a little bit more calm now because I might have an out already. Um, but just the asinine thoughts behind this of we're gonna get rid of actual human
Excuse me.
intelligence. Do you know how pissed off I would be? I'm actually getting angry thinking about this. All right, hypothetical.
Get angry.
All right,
Flip your
Tangerine.
fucking table over.
Tangerine, you're a company. You make $30 million a year, right? Let's say you make cardboard boxes, right?
Okay.
And you go, you know, I'm a smart businessman. I know that we need to invest into cybersecurity and our IT, right? Because if we go down for a week, that is a lot of lost revenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you go and you go get someone contracted out to do that stuff for you, right? You go install the agents on your host, blah, 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 right? All of a sudden, one day, you get your I don't know, maybe it's your security team gets an email, and it's all AI written, and it's pulling data that isn't real all of a sudden, and it's very robotic sounding, and you're like, well, this seems weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it wasn't telling you the full truth. Let's say it was a driver loading from temp file, for example. You know,
Good
lot of
example.
installations. Yeah, a lot of installations happen from temp. However, threat actors can take advantage of that, and maybe the AI undersells it. Oh, you know, like we've seen this before, blah blah blah, right? Because it hallucinates, especially with ours,
Mm-hmm.
which has a very big failure rate. And your
And I
security
can
team
see how
sees
that
it.
would happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your security team sees it. They go, whatever, no problem. All of a sudden, a week later, you have terabytes of data filled. And that wasn't because you had a person in the middle now who would go and see, maybe we do some cross-reference. Oh, you know, you go look deeper, because AI agents don't have that capability. They will never have that capability to cross-correlate data, Google, and then cross-correlate and make a human decision.
Yeah.
And the only reason that we're seeing this now is because these investor groups are all AI money hungry. Every company, like I said, 80% of companies are investing into this AI craze. It was the same thing with cloud-based storage, military-grade encryption, military-grade this, blah, 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 blah. We've seen these trends, and they're fucking bullshit. And I'm tired of seeing these trends where it was like the dab. It was like when Ellen did the dab, we all knew the dab was over. It was cool before that, now it's dead in the water. And I'm mad because the dab was fun. I had fun with it.
The Instagram Bigfoot videos were the peak, and as soon as Microsoft is like making Copilot mandatory, it's like Ellen doing the dab all over again.
That's pretty much what it is. For those, what do they call it? Like those millennial and Gen Zers who are confused of which generation they are. The Zennials or whatever. We all remember the dab. It was fun.
Yeah.
We were having a good time. We were having clean, good fun. And that fucking lesbian vegan ruined it for everyone.
The abusive lesbian vegan, Ellen DeGenerate, or DeGeneres.
Yeah.
What the fuck her last name is?
I don't know, dude. Fucking statistic lesbian right there. Anyways.
I remember when it came out that she was abusive to her employees, and I was like, fucking...
Not shocked.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I've always hated her. She's always pissed me off. You know, now there's a reason for everybody else to hate her. I was like, yes.
This is good.
Vindicated.
Vindicated.
Same with Lizzo when she was caught sexually harassing her employees.
There was a
Like, thank
banana in there. I don't remember where, but there was a banana.
The banana incident.
Anyways, cybersecurity. Sorry, I got...
Yeah, this is a tech podcast.
I get really passionate about this stuff because it dumbs down people's lives. For myself, that stops me from being who I am in my professional work sense, where I spent years gathering this knowledge. And I haven't been in the industry for like 10 plus years. I haven't been in the industry. I'm just a little under 5 years, right? But still, I took time, you know, dedication after hours, you know, going for certs, doing this, doing that, doing hack the box, you know, setting up labs and all that, so I could learn better. And then you take me down to this. That's
like, what the
punch
fuck
in
is
the
point of
gut.
doing the homework?
When I heard the news, I felt sick. My job, I feel, is on the line, right?
Which is crazy, because in the, realm of thinking about AI taking over jobs would be like, okay, you start with, I mean, like welding, building, like minor infrastructure things, right? Like you can get robots to do that shit for you. Maybe, and front desks have all been basically replaced now with AI. Customer support,
I hate
like
it.
tier one Walmart customer support has been replaced with AI. I don't know if anybody's ever dealt with that, but it is a fucking headache.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, and now to the point of cybersecurity where your job could be on the line is crazy to me because I always just I don't know, it's one of those like it feels like there needs to be there has to be a human element in there.
There
Like you
should
can
always
work
be.
AI around it, like an
Is
AI
it a
can be
good
useful.
tool?
We've talked about that.
Yes. Is it a replacement? Never.
No. Because
Never.
like you were saying, right, with cross-correlating information, AI will never do that.
Yeah.
Even with based on just when I've used AI, and when I was a SOC analyst for the company we both worked at, I'd put a lot of tickets or code into AI sometimes to break down for me. Obviously, no company information. And a lot of times it would just give me the same answers, but there'd be one element that they would miss that, like if I wasn't there and that just went through AI, that would have been a compromised device on that company's system.
Yeah. Because
Like,
usually it's easy to tell if it's automated PowerShell compared to a handwritten PowerShell script,
I can tell you for fucking sure too, the cyber security attackers or like these hack groups, they aren't using AI.
Oh, they are.
They are not using AI. Well, to tell them what to do, where they should hack next, how they should hack it.
No,
No.
not
So
in that
why should we
sense.
be using AI as a safeguard to be like, this is how you should look at this ticket? No. A lot of that code and the malicious files that are put on these devices are made by a human. Sure, with AI used as a tool, maybe, but there's that human element in there. So I don't see why it's a good idea to take the human element out of the defense side.
Yeah. It'll get you like 60 to 80% of the way there, but that missing X amount of percentage points is crucial.
AI is great. Like I love using it to throw in a block of code and just be like, what the fuck's happening here?
And then you can read
You
it
know?
from there, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even then, if the AI says something weird, it's like, okay, now I know at least I don't have to read through this block of text on my screen. Now I know I can just focus in on these 4 lines here, because that's the only part that seemed a little weird from the output AI gave me. It helps you narrow down, but it should never finish the job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry if I took over your rant there.
No, that's okay. I was done anyways. I'm just
Yeah.
frustrated with the way the industry is going.
Me too.
And
I think
it
we
will,
spend a lot of time bitching about AI on this.
well, the bubble will burst at some point, and it'll be like every other technology that we've had. Everything was cloud-based, and everyone wanted to be cloud-based. And it's like, okay, that's great. But why
Yeah.
do I need quote-unquote AI in my coffee machine? You know?
Yeah. Well, I think we talked about it on the last episode, or maybe the first, and I brought up how the bubble is popping. I think it's definitely starting to.
Absolutely.
But it's gonna be a real slow pop. It's gonna take a
And it's going to
long
be
time.
tough.
It's gonna be
tough for the-
tiresome by the time it's over.
Mm-hmm.
It already is tiresome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm already exhausted. Like trying to just for fun, for my own leisure. Leisure? I don't know. Looking up on bleeping computer or something, and over half the articles are just AI this, AI that.
Yeah.
It's good to keep up in the industry, but like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. It's even funny too. I mean, we both beat the new 007 game, which I thought was really fun.
Fantastic. I loved it. Makes me want to buy
at the
Omega
very
Watch.
beginning, I really liked. I really liked at the beginning the first little mission you play as James before you're even an agent or anything. You come back to the MI6 and you find out that that the person that was talking to you the whole time was actually an AI. It was their Thea AI.
Yeah.
And it gave you less than 1% chance, I think, of completing the mission, and you
Yep.
did it anyways. And then the boss, I can't remember, M or whatever her name is,
Yep.
She's like, that's why I want to bring back the double O's, because I need a human element in here. You were given less than 1% chance of success, and you beat those odds. I want you to do it again. And I thought it, like, just playing it over and over again, I thought it was really relevant with
That's
how the
a
tech
good
industry
way.
is
I never
going.
thought about it that way because when I play video game, I'm like gameplay focused, right? I never thought about that. That's a really good way to put it. There is no human element.
Mm-hmm. Because they're like, yeah, Thea's our perfect supercomputer. I mean, even with the whole plot line of the game, it was all a lie and it fucked up and it made mistakes. So they had to have a human element go in and make the events that it predicted be real,
Mm.
which was a really cool twist. But yeah, no, I just thought about that a little bit when I was playing it, and even the part two when I think it's after the first mission, that plane sequence, which is, if you haven't played the game, go fucking play it. It's a hell of a good time.
It's great.
But he leaves his watch on the plane, and they're like, "How'd you know that your plane has a tracker?" And he's like, "My fucking toaster at home has a tracker." Or how'd you know your watch had a tracker? And he's like, "My toaster at home has a tracker on it." You know, and it's like, it does. Like, there's some,
Yeah.
like, with all the smart technologies, with AI being put into everything unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I play video games the same way. I use it to take a break from the outside world and everything, right? But
It does bleed in.
I don't know, that one kind of stuck out to me a little bit.
Yeah, no, that thinking about that story more now, that's a good way. It does take relevant events for nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh,
is there anything you would like to discuss?
oh, I know you've seen this one in my notes. This is kind of old news at this point. We were discussing about doing this podcast a little bit ago, but life got in the way. The OnlyFans quote unquote hack.
Yes.
I loved every part of this.
yeah, yeah, we were on a drunk call like a couple weeks ago, just talking about this
I
with David.
was blown away from just the paranoia around this. So OnlyFans had
It's
a quote
hilarious.
unquote hack. They weren't hacked. There was no database breach. No one got a phishing email. There wasn't a FortiGate that was breached. None of that. What it was what we call a cross correlation attack. And so how it works is that, let's say you have an email address on Twitter or an Instagram, I don't know, some Facebook, I don't know, some other social media platform, Blue Sky, MySpace, if you're still using that.
Is MySpace even still up? I didn't even think it was
I
still
think it
up.
is. I'm pretty sure it is. Let's go back to MySpace. It was better times then.
We should.
Anywho,
We'll see on MySpace.
all it would do is that, say you have a username of like gunpowder123, and you had that same username on, say, Instagram and Blue Sky and Twitter and all these different social media platforms, and you made an OnlyFans account called gunpowder123. And then so it's
Which,
gonna
bad
say,
idea. Keep your porn and personal separate.
holy shit, yeah, no kidding. And so it correlate and be like, this person has an OnlyFans account, and here's the information that we can bring up. So it might be your first and last name. Like, it could be, depending on how much information you give out on the internet, right? And my favorite part about this was, as soon as I seen the headline of this, I seen a couple videos. I'm like, oh, like, I want to do some article searching about this. I searched it up. First thing that popped up was a Reddit thread. And pretty much a guy saying he's fucked.
Oh yeah.
Right? He's out. My wife's
People
gonna find
freaking
out. Blah blah. Like, OnlyFans has been hacked, and this guy clearly did not understand what the actual quote unquote hack was, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that shit is still hilarious to me. Why are you doing that? When you have a wife, why are you spending shit? Why are you spending money on that shit? But
Well, even besides that fact, it just outs so many people, right?
I
Like,
know.
I don't know, if I don't even have a porn account or something, but if something like that got leaked, I wouldn't even be worried. I wouldn't be scared, because it's like, oh, if my wife, my girlfriend,
Yeah.
saw that I'm watching porn, it's like, oh, you're just you're looking at porn. But the fact that they are so worried about what they were watching being seen is hilarious to
Yeah.
me, because they just out themselves as being a fucking freak.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's poor OPSEC. That's not thinking ahead. Like,
No.
I don't.
Also,
like,
using your like first and last name for
and your
usernames.
personal email
I don't do that
too.
I don't do that for anything besides government related, like the
Yeah.
CRA or something like that. Is like, okay, yeah, my username is just my name and then like something, a couple other things, But because it's like it's government related. If that gets hacked, there's nothing stopping them from gaining my personal information anyways. But for anything else, yeah, I have usernames. I change it up. I do different stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's
different
just
emails as well.
poor OPSEC to even try that shit.
Well, we talked about it in the last episode too, just poor or ignorance, to
Yeah.
that stuff, right? People blatantly just expand their digital footprint without knowing. And it's super easy. The easiest thing to do in the world is blow up your own digital footprint, and the hardest thing in the world is to fix it, delete it, shrink it,
Mm-hmm.
Like once it's up, it's out there.
Oh yeah,
There's
and
nothing
there's
you
no
can
taking
really
that
do.
down.
No.
No.
Well, it's not even take it down. Like, it's not going to be there, nobody can search up on Google, but it's tucked away on a server somewhere. Everything is.
Yeah.
Even if that server gets unplugged and decommissioned, it's still on there until it gets wiped. And if it's a big company, that's never happening.
Yeah, and then if
Especially
you go
with
and
cloud-based shit.
decommission that shit, and it lands up in a landfill, say in Africa, people will pull those drives and rip data off of that.
That's light work for intermediately experienced, someone who's confident in just general computer systems and shit.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not hard to do. I could go to the thrift store and go buy 3 or 4 different laptops, and I probably get away pretty clean with how much information I gotta pull.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We just took a little break there to check recordings.
And grab a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one friend who's a listener, and he said he loves the moments of belching and beer grabbing.
Oh, does he?
Now he has he just said it gave him a better idea of how much I actually drink. I wasn't sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh,
I didn't ask because I don't care.
I grab like 3 at a time.
Yeah, I thought that was
Normal?
I have 3 open beers at the same time. Give myself a little treat of.
I smoke 4 cigarettes at the same time.
Oh man, I smoked so many cigarettes last night. My throat is feeling like shit, but it was worth it. I drank an entire bottle of wine in a parkade.
Yeah, you texted me that. What on earth?
Well, we're at the bar, and then we're like, well, drinks here are very expensive, and there was one guy we were with that was sober. I pre-gamed before. My buddy went through it's going through some stuff, so he's like, I'm getting hammered tonight. And I was like, all right. So we pre-gamed pretty hard, but then we met a guy there that was basically sober, and he's like, hey, well, I'm not spending $40 here just to get to my level, so let's go to the liquor store and we'll hide somewhere and drink these beers to get there or whatever. And I was like, okay. And then my buddy grabbed a bottle of wine, and we sat in a parkade and drank wine and smoked cigarettes and chugged down these like espresso beer drinks.
How French of you.
That were very disgusting. But yeah.
Hon. You sound very French doing that.
Yeah. I figured that was more Italian.
Is
Very
it?
Mesopotamian night.
Yeah.
Drinking wine and smoking cigarettes?
Yeah.
I'd say more Italian.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, I mean, smoking cigarettes, though, is French as well.
It's also inherently Italian. I think it's a mix of
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, bippy
And
boppy boo.
both people from those countries smell terrible. So there's there's a
Oh my
correlation.
God, I'm just ready for you to be like a fucking greasy wops.
Greasy fucking wops. God, I don't know if you ever seen Tom Segura's bit about like, obviously like saying the N-word is terrible. You say that and people around you, even if you're just with all white people, it's like I'm saying this like it's from personal experience, but like that's a no word, right? And
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
slur for people that you don't use. And unless it's hilarious. But it's like you can walk up to your Italian friend and call him a fucking wop and they'll be like, yeah, I don't care. Say whatever you want. My buddy's brother-in-law was an Italian and he's got shoulder hair for days. And
Sure, he's not Armenian.
I called him a wop a little too much and started to get pissed. He started to get pissed off. I think he's a little bit of both. He's a hairy man. But he's
All
fun.
right.
He also smokes like a chimney, which is hilarious.
Oh
This is a tech podcast. This
Yeah.
is a cybersecurity
I
podcast.
was just about to segue us into some topics that we had picked out aside from the OnlyFans hack.
Yeah. Are we done with that, or do we want to go into it more?
What's your least favorite races? I'm kidding. Kidding.
Well, let me pull out my notes app real quick.
Got paragraphs upon paragraphs.
Yeah. Oh, good time to bring up sponsorship. We got one. RedTube. They actually gave in. So
They didn't email me. What was
here.
I wasn't CC'd.
well, I have access to the Drunken Analysts email. Hang on, let me pull up the ad read here.
Okay.
Okay, say. Okay,
What?
just very explicit speaking points.
Oh.
They're paying us $20 for a year for an ad read every episode, and I just have to say, go to RedTube to watch your porn. They have the biggest, what the fuck? Biggest holes, biggest balls, biggest dicks, biggest butts, biggest boobs, biggest thigh. It keeps going on. Just use RedTube.
What the fuck? This sounds like an 8-year-old search history after discovering porn for the first time. Are you sure this is legitimate?
That's how I got the email. I hope so, dude. I gave them access to the YouTube account.
What?
Yeah, well, they said they needed to
Hold on.
plug in their sponsorship.
Drunken Analysts. Man,
Biggest ears? Who the fuck finds ears sexy?
ears. Dude. Our channel turned into a crypto selling channel now.
Fuck.
We got 10 videos
Fuck.
about the... Fuck, dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's my bad.
Oh.
Damn. Our 9 subscribers are gonna be pissed.
No. Shit. My mom's gonna be so
Fuck,
mad.
okay. I'm sorry. That's dude, real slip on my part.
No, it's fine. Shit. Fuck, shit happens, dude. Okay. Okay, well,
Well,
either or.
sponsored by RedTube, or I guess not anymore.
Sponsored by RedTube. Are we? I don't.
I
It
don't
still
think-
might be legitimate.
Fuck. I'm looking at their email. It's just getfucked@gmail.com.
Oh.
I got duped.
Oh. Sponsored by Proton Mail next time, hopefully.
Shit.
Shit.
It's fine.
Oh.
Learning moment for.
We can
for
make
all
a new
of us.
channel. It's fine.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess we might as well continue.
Yeah. Shit. You
I
have
had. I mean,
you have a topic?
catapulting off of AI. Yeah. There was a New York City man charged for harassing a college student with AI generated nudes. I think I mentioned this before we started recording.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was crazy because I've seen the memes online about sitting in court and then seeing an AI video of you committing a crime that you never did and realizing that you're fucked. And I always thought that was funny. And I never it didn't really click with me. Like I've seen AI generated stuff already. Like I mean, you take one look at like I mean, on Instagram, I've seen already where it's just like Billie Eilish with like, massive boobs or something. And it's like, yeah, obviously just done with AI.
She does.
And I mean, bigger than usual.
Oh,
Ostrich sized, if you will.
Link.
But yeah, so New York City man faces New York City man faces cyber stalking charges after allegedly sharing AI generated nude images and fabricated racist messages using a fake social media account.
What the fuck does fabricated racist messages mean? Aren't you just sending racist messages? Or
Yeah, I don't see how that's fabricated either. That's genuinely just what he thinks. So, you know,
At the top of my dome, this is who I don't like, and these are the reasons why.
yeah. So yeah, he really went my least favorite races. So yeah, I'll share his fucking. He's 21, 21-year-old Anthony Belford. You're a piece of shit. Arraigned in June 10th after a federal grand jury returned an indictment charging him with 1 count of cyber stalking, which is kind of crazy because it feels like he should also maybe be charged with like hate speech or something.
Oh, that's interesting. I guess
maybe
the courts
defamation
haven't
or something
caught up to that yet because
yeah,
like there was
the way
that,
laws work around that.
Wasn't there a big thing for like do you remember when that whole revenge porn thing was going on? This was years ago, and they had to make laws about it, if I'm not mistaken.
I honestly don't know too much about it, but I could imagine it's. I mean, well, I'm reading this book right now too, called "A Burglar's Guide to the City," and it's a lot about architecture and forms of burglary. And there's a big chapter about it where determining the laws in which someone can get indicted for burglary or like charged, and because where does it start and where does it end, right? Because burglary is very different from theft. Theft would be walking down the street, you steal someone's purse, you run away. That's theft. Burglary, you have to break into a closed-in space.
Yeah.
But how big can that closed-in space be? So there was tons where it's like, okay, if you have a topless car, is that still burglary because it's not a closed-in space? Is that just theft? So just reading that kind of gave me an interesting look at how a lot of the lines of law are made,
Okay.
which was interesting. With AI, imagine that's a fucking headache.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I miss the
made
days
fake
of early deepfakes. I miss the days of early deepfakes where we would go, that's fake, and now we're here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, so the guy, he created a fake LinkedIn profile, which is kind of funny, like LinkedIn.
Of all platforms to do.
Yeah. So LinkedIn profile using an AI generated nude image of the victim, spoofed Yahoo email account to send nudes to the victim's mother, which is crazy.
What?
Yeah, just to cause distress, not even there was no payment, there was no blackmail, at least from what I've been reading. There wasn't a goal other than to just try to ruin this person's life.
Jesus Christ, man.
Some men really do just want to watch the world burn,
No kidding.
Yeah, well, it's crazy too, because they quote cyberstalking and other forms of online abuse is just like physical violence, can ruin lives and disrupt communities. But why the fuck is he only being charged with 1 count of cyberstalking? It feels like there should be definitely more.
Yeah, there should be definitely more. If you're actively make accounts and then sending off AI generated material and the whole 9 yards, I would feel like that would be more charges.
Yeah. But yeah, I won't linger on this one too long. This one just popped up on Bleeping Computer, and I thought it was interesting just to talk about the effects it has, like AI has and shit, It's getting better every day, all the time.
Yeah.
And we talk about it just for businesses and companies and how shit it is, and all these companies realizing how much money they're losing, but just still, your average 21-year-old can go and do something like this. So
yeah,
and I mean that also, people should really think harder about their digital footprint, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And
right, because and it's not, I mean, this totally sounds like the case of like, if a girl gets assaulted and someone's like, well, what was she wearing, you know? But this isn't, I don't want to come off like that, but how much of her was online, you know? And it's not her fault, right?
No.
Nobody could ever expect that things would come to this, you know?
The last thing I would think.
And knowing that now, though, right? It's like I never want to post myself online now, right? Because that just gives somebody that I could barely know, somebody maybe I just crossed words with in my past that knows me, and now they decided because of the information I've put out online, just on my LinkedIn, on my Instagram, pictures I've done, they can use that with AI, feed it into their chatbot there, and create something horrible.
Yeah. That's terrible. Oh man.
It's scary.
I feel for those people, because the last thing I would expect is
Me
you
too.
post a photo looking cute, might delete later, and then all of a sudden you're getting blackmailed, essentially.
Yeah. And it's you naked.
Yeah.
That's So I'm not laughing either to be like laughing at it, you know, I'm very making light of the situation, but
It's hilarious. I'm kidding.
it's so funny.
Well,
Let's move on.
yeah, I want to roll into a topic that's quite a bit larger than this one case here. For to bleed.
Well, funny enough, just to add real quick,
Yeah.
that it wasn't just one case. There's multiple.
Oh, I mean, in this specific
Similar.
example. No, I'm sure there's
Oh, yeah.
thousands like this, right? Like, if I, hypothetically, I was an obsessed dude, right? And I wanted to blackmail,
Mhm.
I would absolutely be using some LLM model to generate shit, right? Run it locally.
Yeah. Well, and
You-
it's so
you have no
accessible too,
guardrails.
right? Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody can use that now.
Just type in your stupid prompt like a fucking prompt engineer. Can't believe those people are still real. But yeah, like...
I've seen the Indeed job postings, man. They're out there.
Oh, I gotta bring this topic up later in LinkedIn Lunatics, but yeah, I seen a post about vibe coding today, and I was this close. No one can see, but think of like a cunt hair. I was this close to throwing myself out of the window.
I promise
Anywho.
to any listeners, we aren't horrible cynics most of the time. We are happy people. We just I think we
Speak
like
for
to get
yourself,
angry
champ.
Sometimes.
Anywho,
Sorry, Tangerine's doing well. Lemon is seconds away from painting the ceiling in his house.
I'm gonna make Kurt Cobain proud.
One bad day away.
I don't need an excuse anymore. I just stub my toe and be like, today's it. That's it. Anywho,
It's a dark episode.
this is getting very dark with all of these topics.
First, we started with exposing Jensen Huang's non-existent wiener, and
It's just
now AI blackmail.
AI blackmail and suicide. Who would have thought, huh?
Yeah,
Is there
I
sponsorship gonna
think
get
these are gonna
pulled
be
from
trending
this
topics.
because we're talking about this?
I don't think RedTube will care too much.
No, surely not.
I mean, I still got the $20. They sent me a $20 bill like in the mail.
That's
You'd think they would have done that
really
electronically, but
weird. Is it a
No.
Canadian $20 bill or?
no, it's. Hang on, let me see what this is.
Oh.
Oh, it's Mexican pesos.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
son of a bitch! What is the
Fuck.
exchange rate now? He's so
Less than $2, I think. Shit.
It's $1.64.
All right, well, I'll send you over your 82 cents.
All right, I appreciate it. I need to cover rent this month.
I got you,
And
man.
anywho, I appreciate it. Anywho, back to For to Bleed. For to Bleed. Have you heard of For to Bleed?
I have not. Is that
Oh,
related to like Fortinet?
For to Gate. Oh, it's big.
FortiGate. Okay.
It's big. So, Fortinet is a security appliance company. FortiGate is their firewall VPN appliance, right?
Yeah. I've used it before too.
Yeah, I have too. And this one, I'm not shocked. But what's happening is, just from this bleeping computer form here right now, it's at close to 74,000 firewall URLs are exposed, and the VPN credentials are now exposed worldwide.
Jesus Christ.
So this was from an exploit, right? And then they dumped, I don't know how many vendors and clients and things like that, and how many people were affected by this. But it pretty much it it dumps the credentials. So it's credential harvesting, it's brute forcing, it's tracking the passwords, like it's everything. This is huge for FortiGate. They are going to be facing a lot of backlash for this one, and I imagine a lot of people are going to be reevaluating what type of a firewall they have, right?
No kidding.
So just for anyone who's not aware, like I said, FortiGate was a security appliance firewall, blah blah blah. Within your firewall, you can have what's called a VPN. So that's your virtual private network, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know acronyms anymore.
Virtual private network, yeah.
Anywho, let's say you are working from home, you're a remote worker, and you need to access the internal SharePoint, but it's only available, or not even the internal SharePoint. We're not going to go with SharePoint. We're going to go with an internal file server. Let's say you're some big head honcho lawyer, and you are working from home. Your IT team is going to say, hey, you need to access this VPN through our FortiGate. You need to go through Fort Authenticator, and you go through that, and then you can go into our network at the company, and then you can access the files, right? The problem with this,
real quick, another breakdown.
Yeah.
I know. I've had a couple friends listen, and they've been saying they really like the breakdowns like this when you talk about it.
Oh.
For a VPN too, even more in layman's terms, I was just going to say is a tunnel, essentially. A network tunnel is directly to where your company network is hosted, right? So I work at home. I work full-time at home, so I log into a VPN as well. So I will get logins, and I have to, authenticate it through my Microsoft Authenticator, and it'll come off in, like, I guess I won't say. I'm somewhere up in the Yukon territories, or the Northwest territories. And then, my login will come from, I don't know, Winnipeg or something. That's where the company is. That's where I log in from. That's how it shows up. So it's essentially a direct line to where that company's network is hosted.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
just some more information.
It's
but
pretty much
continue.
like a key that fits into a door, and you're allowed to go in there.
Anywho.
Yeah. So what this means is that if these credentials get harvested, it's been a hell of a week since this exploit has come out. Because I've had to deal with this about, I had about a dozen cases with clients I had to deal with about this one. And a lot of, again, we're gonna go back to hygiene, like security hygiene. And you remember what I said the last episode, where I said, at some point, your security team should be liable for the company's assets.
Yeah.
Well, they had default passwords, and they had like plain text documents of passwords and things like that. And then all of a sudden, companies exposed, companies compromised, the entire thing. Right?
That's fucking mind-blowing.
Like, and nowadays,
I still have a default password for my router, and that, I think, is still a risk. And
very much
a
so.
security appliance company has fucking default password set,
which
even in what's it called? The Cuckoo's Egg book I read by Cliff Stoll. A lot of hacking that was done back in the day, in the 80s, it's so funny that it's still a problem now. It's been fucking 46 years. And these hackers that were supplying information for the KGB were able to get into network or military networks just by putting in administrator as the password, service account as the username or something. Like, It's insane. It's fucking absolute. It's like
I
it's
know.
stupidity at this point. It can't be like there can't be any excuse for it. That's retarded and dumb. And yeah, your security team is absolutely liable for
They
the
should
company's
be.
assets
They should
because
be.
that you have one fucking job. Like that's insane.
I
That is
know.
such a big fuck up. Like
Holy shit! Did I?
sorry. That's just
No. That's
sometimes I think I'm stupid. You know,
that's
like I was talking to my friends about imposter syndrome the other day. Like, man, I don't think sometimes I feel like I don't know enough. I feel like I don't, I need to just keep learning. I don't think I'm smart enough to be here. But then you hear about shit like this, and it's like I'm fucking good. I think I'm doing just fine. If this whole company of morons doesn't change their fucking default passwords, sorry,
no
I'm done.
that leeways me into a good story about security hygiene and posture and all that stuff. Do you remember when I told you about all those terabytes of data that was sent out that was exfilled?
Yes.
So just to set the scene here for our listeners, I was
Yeah, give them a quick,
a part of
very
a
vague rundown.
yeah, it was not good. This company is probably going to go bankrupt. Is what's going to happen. So we had a company, and they had it wasn't a FortiGate. I can't remember what the fuck they used for an appliance. They had a VPN, right? Default credentials, the whole nine yards, no MFA enabled. Well, they got brute forced like that. Like I don't know if anyone heard that snap, but there's a snap. And this thing hasn't been updated since fucking 2014. So there's a lot of CVEs out there, right? For said VPN appliance or firewall. Sorry. And so looking over the logs, that threat actor was in there for close to 2 months, right? And what ultimately happened was that the threat actor got in, hacker, got in. They prepped all the data that they wanted to get out, and it was numerous file servers. It was data servers, domain controllers, the whole nine yards. They got close to 4 terabytes worth of data exfilled out over Google Cloud, and
I remember the text messages of just like, hey, remember that incident I was telling you about? It's not a couple hundred gigs, it's a terabyte. And then eventually it's now 4 terabytes.
Yeah. And
it's like, holy fuck.
The problem is, so the detections that we had, it did detect, but it didn't notify us, which is a problem on us. But the ultimate problem is that this client had a prior incident, and we said, hey, you need to enable MFA. You need to do this. You need to do that. We pretty much did an audit of them, right? Now the problem is if they have cyber insurance, and cyber insurance starts to do digging, and they need to, we need to pay you out, blah blah blah, right? If they come back and see these prior emails and they see that this happened, because everything's logged. Again, there's a footprint for everything. They're going to see that we went through and we recommended that you need to enable MFA, change credentials, do a domain-wide credential reset, blah, blah, blah. They didn't do any of that. So once cyber
insurance is void.
Once cyber insurance is here, yeah, it is void. They're gonna tell them to kick rocks. They're gonna say, no, you fucked up, you're done, and they're gonna cut that contract, and they're gonna go bankrupt.
Literally, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
You had time. You had warnings.
Yeah. And this wasn't a small company.
Didn't fix anything.
And this was a company that held very private data.
What was the company? I'll bleep it.
I don't remember the name of it.
Damn it.
All I can tell you, from what I remember, because this was a while ago, is that they had very personal records of people stored in these.
Penis doctors.
Yeah, penis doctors. There's a lot of inches out there now.
I was just a quick little thought. shower thought I had is how funny would it be if there was like the Ashley Madison leak I think we talked about in the first episode.
Mhm.
If there was like a dick measuring app and then it got leaked like Ashley Madison, and then just
that'd be
partners were like
rough.
able to Google their friend's name or like their partner's names and be like, oh my God,
Yeah, it'd be like
why'd
a
you
South.
lie about your penis size on
It'd
this
be like the
website?
South Park episode, man, where all the fourth grade or third graders went and measured their dicks and then put it up on the wall. Cartman's was the
Yeah.
smallest.
What do these numbers mean? The teachers had no idea. I gotta rewatch South Park. God, that shit's so
It's
good.
so good. It's so good.
Sorry to take away from your story, but that's
No,
just what
no,
pops into
no.
my head.
That's pretty much what all I had.
I was about to text some dumb shit into the group chat, and then I realized maybe I shouldn't. We have a D&D group chat. My friend put a. Have you ever seen the anime Akira? I haven't, but
Yeah, I have.
it's good, right? I've heard it's amazing. It's like a really
It's very
yeah,
good.
it's like a pretty substantial anime, I guess, that really set a lot of things for future media.
Very much.
But it was like the Akira slide that inspired it all, and it's when he slides sideways on his motorcycle or drifts it, and then it shows a bunch of shows afterwards that took inspiration off that. And may I be so bold to say that I think if they hadn't done that, if Akira hadn't done it, I think eventually somebody else would have. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I see things and it's like, God, this is the show that set this whole thing, that inspired all of these things. And it's like something super generic. And I'm like, I think that would have happened anyways. I think eventually somebody would have done that. You know what I mean? And even watching some of those shows,
absolutely.
or like some of the clips of the shows from the Akira motorcycle slide, which is very cool. I don't want to hate on Akira, but it's a pretty fucking generic motorcycle slide. Like I've seen, like, you know, I just think it would have happened organically anyways in other pieces of media and TV shows and
It
stuff.
was the same thing as like if you give a million monkeys typewriters, at some point one of them is gonna write some Shakespearean
Yeah.
shit.
I did see a meme where it was like holy shit. Excuse me. The monkey did it. The monkey wrote an entire Shakespeare play. He did it. He completed it. And then the guy's like, he's one letter off. Restart. Like smacks the monkey, and he's like, no. You got a million more years, pal. Poor monkey writing, and then he finally gets his banana just to have it ripped away.
Poor monkey.
It's capitalism for you.
Are you ready to get back to it?
I mean, this is going in. I thought that was funny.
Oh, is it?
I can cut
Is it?
whatever I
Okay.
want. It's super easy to cut shit out, so I can do whatever. Anything you say
Yeah.
right now, I can.
Yeah, that's true.
We can remove that. I can zap it away.
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
I'm not
Say
saying
it.
it right now. I'm not drunk enough.
Okay, keep going
I'm not drunk enough.
then. This is also going in.
All right. Well,
I guess we'll get back into
back to cybersec,
this is
dude.
a cybersecurity podcast.
This is cybersecurity podcast.
Welcome back to cybersex.
What do you got? Yeah. Well, welcome back to cybersex. What do you got for topic?
I have a decent one. And it's something I've talked to you about privately. And hang on, let me fix my headset. All right. I'm feeling burnt out, man. I'm feeling burnout.
I hear you.
You know, I've only been in the industry for less than a year. And it's not so much burnout of like just cybersecurity. Like, I still like cybersecurity, you know. I still think it's very cool. That's why I'm doing this show and the podcast, is because it's intriguing to me. But just job wise, you know. And I take on a lot of new roles and responsibilities. My weeks are different. There are things I'm doing. But day to day, there's still a baseline as a cybersecurity operator, you know? Like, you're still fundamentally doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
right now, I guess, even like I'm working on a couple projects, right, where we're installing new AV agents on our computers. We're working on asset management and like vulnerability scanning. And a lot of that's new. Like I don't do that all the time. But at the end of the day, I still have to work with our MSP or MSSP to work out or to, investigate vulnerabilities. And a lot of that feels real dry sometimes. And I've kind of considered looking around for another job. And me and Lemon were talking before the show, and he brought up a good point of the job market is terrible. And it is good to, maybe keep suffering through it, get the experience, get the hours, get some certs in your spare time, and that can open up more doors for you. But it's just exhausting. It's tiresome, because I mean, after a day, like even last Friday, I was talking to Lemon about it too. My director shit on everybody's chest at work. It was a bad day. And I think I brought it up before too. Most cybersecurity directors, IT directors in general, usually run around like chickens with their heads cut off because they have to. It's better that they do than they don't. But it also makes them freak the fuck out, And we all got an earful of it on Friday. And to go through kind of a shitty day like that, and then to get off work and be like, all right, time to study for a new certification. It's very hard to start that process. You know what I mean? Like you want that break.
Absolutely.
But it's a shame because it's like, well, if I want to move further in IT, further in cybersecurity, you have to study for new certifications. And it's tough. It's like going to the gym. Sometimes like I'll finish studying for an hour, then I'm like, that was good. I actually like maybe I learned some new things, And even most of the things I'm studying right now, like I'm studying for my Security Plus right now, which is, yeah, I know I'm in cybersecurity and I didn't even have that. I got lucky, okay? But studying for that, it's a lot of very known concepts. Like I understand fundamentally a lot of what they're teaching, but you have to understand the security terms, right? You have to talk about it and understand it the way they or the industry wants you to talk about it and understand it. So, and that's even exhausting too. Learning, like trying to learn things you already know, but conceptualize them in a different way than you've already been thinking about. Yeah. Those are that's what I'm thinking and going through recently.
No, I agree. I've been in that position. I'm in that position to a degree. My situation's changing right now, which is nice, especially after the whole AI shit.
I think we can maybe say too, there's
I'm
a
gonna give
chance
you
Lemon and me might actually work at the same company.
I might be his boss
A
and
partial
everyone
boss.
else's
Okay.
boss. Partial.
I don't even answer to my own boss
we'll
at
see.
that company right now since I'm contracted out. So I didn't know he was there
True.
for 5 months.
Well, this is a promise that if I do get in, that I will be your boss on that end.
Which I'm looking forward to because
and
we
it
need
will
some
be for the
stern
better.
leadership.
It's for the better.
Coming from our
Just for some
MSSPs.
context, if I was still at that company, I would be Tangerine's boss. I had moved away because of salary disagreements, and there was just a lot of different stuff, and so I moved on, and I've been in talks again with my old prior company, and everyone says, hey, you don't go back to a prior job. Well, I've done it. I've done it before, and it treated me well. And the biggest thing with that is that I was treated very well there. But I'm going to give you a piece of advice, and I'm going to give everyone a piece of advice for burnout or for day to day when you feel like you've had a shitty day. I got this from a very knowledgeable man who I have known my entire life. And he told me, today can be really shitty, but you know what? The next day is always going to be better, no matter what. Especially if you have the outlook that today is going to be better.
I thought that was going to go in a different direction.
And I thought,
like, today might be a shitty day, but at least you don't live in Baghdad.
Some days I prefer to live in Baghdad, but that was the most solid piece of advice I've ever gotten in my life, and that's kept me through, especially when I was pipelining, because it got really shitty for me personally. There's a lot of life events that happen, just unexpected, foreseen events, and sorry, unforeseen events. But that's what kept me going, and the biggest thing to always remember with burnout is that it's okay to feel burnout as well. And you need to take a break. And the break isn't, studying for a cert. And it isn't, searching cybersecurity news. And it's not doing a podcast and all that. The podcast is an outlet for you and me, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for me. This is a big outlet for me.
Mhm.
You got to find an outlet. I do MMA shit, right? I get my ass beat all the time. And that's okay because I get hard while I'm doing it, so it's an enjoyable
I
thing.
knew it.
You gotta find your thing. So if you are a IT or cybersecurity or any field, and you're just feeling like every day feels the same as shitty, just remember tomorrow will be better, even if it was a shitty day. But if you are feeling that way, it might be time. It might be time to think bigger.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree.
But
It's difficult taking those
Yeah.
next steps, though, because nothing gets bigger without work
Absolutely.
behind it, which I wish it did. I wish I could just work for
Yeah.
a year and they're like, congratulations, Tangerine, you are now we're raising your salary up to $200,000 a year. And personally, I was going to say his name, the director of your company will personally give you a hand job every morning. And I'd be like, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
But
That'd be wonderful.
there's work to go into it. You have to study for the certs, you have to take on that extra work that you don't want to do.
You got to put that time in. Is the biggest
Even
thing.
with, I'll blur his name, or I'll bleep his name. I feel like IT is a good place for him. He's very knowledgeable on it. I think we've made the comparison
I could
before.
rant and rave about that fucker day and
I
night.
think we could
Anywho,
make the comparison working on cars similar to IT, dissecting a problem. A lot of it's looking on YouTube and looking online. Getting to the bottom of things, and I think he'd be great in the profession, and he was doing good. But he was not willing to sift through the shit that is a service desk job, which it's kind of unfortunate, like talking about a career in IT almost feels like recommending somebody a TV show that has a really bad first season. Where you're like, well,
it does.
It
really
picks
does.
up on
It
season
pays
2,
off.
man. But season 1's the world building, that's why it's so boring. But season 2, it starts going, because it does, I sifted through the shit. You have too. We've both been there. And then,
I didn't sift through the shit like you did.
yeah, no, that's fair. I guess, yeah, you did get going pretty early.
No, I got straight. Well, the prior director that I had was I won't even go much into it, but I to a degree I did have to sift through shit,
Mhm.
but not to the degree where help desk and service desk and then sysadmin will.
I mean, we'll have to sift through shit. Sifting through mundane shit, I say, is maybe a better way to put it.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. But again, what I told you in our conversation before is that again the job market is shit, so you have to make yourself look real good, right? So you got to put in the time, unfortunately, even if the money is not great where you are now. If I get the position that I want, then we could probably change that.
That'd be pretty cool. I was
Yeah.
thinking too, because we have
That's a plan.
the company I'm contracted out for has bi-weekly meetings with the MSSP that I do work for. And it'd be funny if you got that job, because you'd be in those for the most part if you were managing more on. If we
I would be. I would make sure I'm in those.
if we could pretend to hate each other. like in those meetings.
What?
Like I'll bring something up in the meeting, and you'll just be like, "Shut the fuck up, Tangerine. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth." Like in front of everybody. They'd be like, "God
I think
damn."
I think you know who I'm thinking about. The only person in there would get it, but no one else would. This would be super awkward.
We just start arguing in the middle.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That could be funny.
That's good. That's good. We're gonna do that.
That, or if we have those meetings, we have a goal of 3 words that each of us has to say while being very
Synergy.
nonchalant. Like I'll be like, "Hey, you have to say butters 3 times in this meeting," and you just have to work it in there somehow. You work out 2 of them really well, and then you'll
It's being a real butters
and then
right
you'll
now.
end your talking point like, "Yeah, for sure, we'll get Tenable installed on these hosts. I think we're thinking about switching over to the agents, so we'll provide you with an update next week." Butters.
I'm gonna talk to
They'll
Butters.
be like, "Butters? Who's?" You're like, "What? I didn't say anything."
I didn't say anything. That was
Butters.
like, it's gonna take me back to high. That's gonna take me back to high school where I said Rumple Foreskin.
It's like playing the penis game.
It is.
Penis. Trying to do that in a Teams meeting.
Yeah, that's penis.
Yeah, but it's like so, especially if you have your camera on and it switches to your face every time the voice is
Yeah.
activated.
Teams focuses on you.
Yeah.
And you're like, excuse you? Nothing.
Oh man, I'm gonna go take a leak. Real quick.
We gotta own a company the one day, just one day even, and just have a whole bunch of employees and just do the penis game as like director and CEO. That would be amazing.
That'd be really good.
Someone's talking about the fiscal year, and you're like, penis.
There's some 18-year-old working under you, so or like some 20-year-old fresh out of trade school in IT. Just be like, "Did my director just say penis?
Penis.
Penis?
He did. He just said
it
it.
again louder."
It's 2 guys going at it. What
I'm
the
gonna go
fuck?
take a leak real quick. I'll be right back. All right. After a quick break, grabbing a beer and emptying bladders, I think it's time for everybody's favorite segment, LinkedIn Corner.
LinkedIn corner.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's go get rage baited by obvious rage bait. It feels like.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this post on Reddit earlier, and I thought it was interesting. Oh yeah, this is just r/cybersecurity. Just today, somebody was saying, anybody else tired of cyber influencers on LinkedIn?
I seen that today.
I put up with them for years, but now I just got to say it's getting worse. I see so many damn people who work in the industry for about 3 years and then try to sell their books and content and other bullshit. It's so fucking annoying.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I can't remember how much we included in the first episode, but I know we really dug into some dude. And
Oh yeah.
he was peddling a book, multiple books, I think,
Numerous books.
and they all looked like shit. You would learn
dude, that
nothing.
fake retard was like, "Oh, it's New York Times bestseller," and it's like got like less than 3 Amazon reviews.
Like it seems like reading a fucking Mel Robbins book. You need to buy a book to tell you to get more sleep, you fucking idiot. Pointless information, you know. My mom would be so pissed
I'm
for
tired of it. I'm so tired of that shit because a lot of these people are like hyping up. Yeah.
Well, even
Let's
the
put this
top
in-
comment was, I saw one the other day bragging about how they set up an Ubuntu box on VM to stay ahead of the competition. You did fuck all else but set up an ISO file on a box.
Yeah, you
Like,
set
that
up
drives me insane.
congrats.
I did that day one
Yeah.
of fucking, like, I can't name the school, but of my IT school. I was like, week 1, figure it out.
And here's a reality check, right? we have incidents, right? Like there is shit that happens, and for example, like I have been in a system where a threat actor has been in, and I can look up the command history that he's doing, and I'm like, oh, that was 2 seconds ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of this shit is worthy of going on and on and on and on and on about on a LinkedIn post. Shut the fuck up. You are doing this for attention. I know it's for attention, right? You just want that. You want employers to see it. You want blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But if you're going to tell me that, oh my God, there was this incident and there was a VPN breach and there was this. Welcome to the real world. This happens every day. You're not special.
Mm-hmm.
Stop selling books. Stop selling podcasts. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah. Listen to our podcast, though.
This is our outlet. This is. I was thinking about this the other day. All right, ready? You ready for lemon rant? Little lemon rant. We have all these podcasts in cybersecurity, and they're very professional, blah blah blah. And, I think we've talked about this before about trying to corner a market of no one is just casual about this shit. What they're doing day to day. I just hear, oh, CVE this, or pen test this, or hacker this. What about the real world stuff, right? And this is our outlet to do it. This is to inform people who aren't, in this industry, right?
Mm-hmm. Because it is, I think I labeled, it's a comedy info. We try to be funny, we try to relax and have fun, but at the same time, we do work these real jobs in cybersecurity, and
cybersecurity is a job like any other. Let's be honest.
You don't see a fucking construction worker making a LinkedIn post about how he stacked 100 cinder blocks on top of each other.
Fuck no. You know what this told me about sales? Shut the fuck up.
Fuck off, yeah. But as long as there's enough buzzwords in there on a LinkedIn post about some dude dealing with an IR, they'll fucking get 100 likes, reposts, and a bunch of bot-looking ass people commenting, well done. So well said. Shut the fuck up. This isn't college. You're not supposed to go... What are those college assignments I know where it's like you need to work in a workspace with other people and you need to engage with them. And a lot of it is just being like, wow, very well said. That's like fine arts. I can't remember exactly. I know of a couple of buddies that have had to do that. And they're like, it sucks. Because you're reading like the most generic shit of all time. You have to like be a people pleaser. That's what it feels like LinkedIn is too. It's just like constant business self-appraisal.
It is.
Look how good I'm doing at this mundane fucking task that 100 other people are doing at this company that don't bitch and moan about as much as I do.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to transition to mine. You ready for this one? This one, steam was coming out of my ears. There was a LinkedIn contact that I had. I don't remember why I had them, whatever. Like, I keep my circle small. But this guy was pretty much saying, oh, I took this AI course this weekend. I think it was from Google. I can't remember who it was from, who the issuer was. And it was pretty much about AI vibe coding. And he goes, it was super difficult. I'm like, it was difficult? Are you shitting me? And he would go, there was another 4 paragraphs of how difficult it was. I'm like, if you think that was difficult, oh boy, you should try filling gas the one day in your own vehicle. Try to figure that one out, bud.
Jesus Christ.
I read these posts, right? I'm sitting in my chair. I got my phone. I'm scrolling through because I don't know why I scroll LinkedIn anymore. I'm scrolling through and I look at this post and I'm like, okay, yeah, and I'm starting to get more angry. I can feel the anger coming on. I'm like, I should probably stop. And I scroll another one. I'm like, okay, I'm getting more angry. And I see this one. It's like, do you make a LinkedIn post when you have like clear nasal passages the one day because you took a medication? Hey everyone, I breathe normally today. I took 2 breaths and I thought I would make a LinkedIn post about it today.
Hey guys.
Congrats, John.
I woke up this morning and I had a tummy ache, and you'll never guess what happened next.
Still went into work.
I went into work, drank my coffee, and you know what? I took a shit, and the tummy ache went away. That taught me a
That's
lot about
crazy.
perseverance. Just
Amazing.
one David and Goliath like story here.
I know. Who such brave soldiers out here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I might sound cynical here at this point, but you and me have both worked blue collar, like especially construction. I've worked construction, real construction,
Me
pipeline
too.
construction, right? I know you have as well.
Maybe
So
not
when you
pipeline,
see
but
stuff
settle
like
down
this,
here. Construction's
well,
construction.
not
okay.
pipeline, construction. Pipeline is construction, no matter what. No matter how you look at it.
No, I'm saying we
Just got a
both
lot more
did
cocaine usage.
construction.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I've
Yeah. No,
any
pipeline is
person,
construction.
if you worked in a blue collar job and someone's coming onto site on cocaine or like coming down from coke from the night before, it's you've made it. That's real construction. Congratulations.
Or you've been the one coming down from coke the night before. Anywho,
Time to move on. That's why I'm in IT now.
you don't make LinkedIn posts about, I did a tie-in today, and this beat was amazing. You don't say that shit. Like, no one says that shit. A, no one's looking at your LinkedIn because no one knows you. B, it doesn't fucking matter, right?
Yeah.
Because you show with your skills.
Yeah.
In the position. Oh, I'm getting worked up. I gotta stop this conversation. I'm getting worked up. I just, transitioning from a blue collar into more of a white collar position. It's amazing to see what people will bitch about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people who will, oh, I did this. Well, congrats, dude. And like, and it's not to undermine some people. Like, let's say you had someone in your family pass away and you still went to work. You shouldn't be going to work, but if you did, because that's your way to, deal with the situation, great. Don't make a LinkedIn post about it.
Yeah.
Don't. Because then you're the next influencer type, right? No one cares. No one cares.
Yeah, I've noticed LinkedIn's almost becoming the new Facebook. Out of date.
It is
bullshit that boomers live off of.
It's got the same amount of AI generated shit on there, so.
Not even boomers, still people that are my age.
Hey, crazy to see what our age will fall for too.
Huh. It's funny too. This guy made a post for I'll blur it. But he's like, you're getting old when a company swag box gives you the same feeling as Ralphie had on Christmas morning when he unwrapped his Red Ryder BB gun from A Christmas Story. And he he made a post of like his little swag box he got, and it's funny because I got the exact one. And I was just like, oh, cool. I haven't worn any piece of clothing that they've given me. The water bottle hasn't been used. The notebook I have used a little bit, and the pen I used.
Can I guess if this dude is a salesperson?
IT sales leader.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I knew it. Those are the people that I would love to just see the street and all of a sudden just do it like a single leg and just put them in the worst heel hook of their life.
Yeah.
I want that knee stretched so bad. Your foot's one way, the knee's the other way. No one cares. Everyone got it. Who the fuck cares? Congrats. You're not special.
Yeah. Better just like get off your knees, bro. Zip it up when you're done.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking company. I'll never make a post on or on LinkedIn, sorry. I'll delete that. But just sucking the dick of my company. Look at what they did. Because the moment that you are no longer what they deem as a valuable asset, they'll discard you. It's a fucking company.
Yeah. Well,
it's a major corporation. They will
I
There's
made
no point.
one LinkedIn post my entire life.
Yeah.
And that was when I was sent to a conference from the company. That I was so proud of myself, though, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to, and all the people that I met at that conference were amazing, right? Like they were actually good people. And that's when I did it, right? I wanted to show like this is an achievement for me. For someone being in the cybersecurity community for less than 2 years, I got to be here. This is amazing for me, right?
Yeah.
I dreamt about this.
Well, that's
But
more of a passion even too than
if you
actually
make
work
toast the
related.
one morning, don't tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. Yours is different though, right? It's a passion-driven experience. You wanted to be there to learn and stuff, you know. It's
Absolutely.
like I think the only thing that's stopping people from posting their PRs at the gym on LinkedIn is because it's a business, like a job website, you know, or a job media outlet. Otherwise,
Yeah,
everybody would.
absolutely.
Otherwise, people would be posting a bunch of shit. But because it's
Yeah.
business orientated, they just have to look how good I am at this fucking insanely bland job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's annoying. Also,
Oh,
I don't spend a lot of time on it. Our director too, he does, and he'll send input. Like sometimes there can be good stuff. Sometimes every once in a while, if you follow like cybersec companies and stuff like that, they'll post interesting stuff about new vulnerabilities. You know, it's just a good way to get alerted on that. And obviously, you do more deeper research online, so we'll get our news. Our team gets our news from LinkedIn
yeah, like
posts.
an
It's like, hey,
RSS feed or something like that.
we should
Yeah,
be we should be aware of this, you know. And it's like obviously you don't look at the LinkedIn post and be like, all right, now I am aware. No, you go and investigate and you do your research online and you make yourself aware. But it's a good way just to get information out there
absolutely.
sometimes. But the fucking self-sucking is brutal and annoying.
Yeah, I 100% agreed.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was enough LinkedIn rant and rage for a day.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think so. I'm feeling better.
I think so. Yeah, I'm feeling better after this one. Well, did you want to say goodbye to everybody for this episode?
I'll say goodbye. Thank you. If you made it this far, that is very awesome. Um, yeah, goodbye, I guess. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you want to, like if you
Uh
want to. Tell us we're idiots in the comments if
oh
you want to.
yeah, and before we leave you, I have my tech tip for the day.
Oh
Is
boy.
everyone ready? Oh, enable MFA on your firewalls and your VPNs. For the love of God.
Oh, I have a
Also,
secondary tech tip.
oh, yeah,
Change
go
your
ahead.
fucking default passwords on everything.
We
Your
shouldn't be
router
saying this,
account
but
shouldn't
yeah.
be admin as the password. Okay?
Yeah, do that shit.
I feel like this has been a chiller
But again,
podcast, even though we've been very
yeah,
enraged. It's been nice.
it's been a long week.
It has
But
been a long
again,
week.
if you have made it this far, we thank you so much for listening to our bullshit and rants.
Yeah.
Have yourself a good time and a, great next month. The month after that, I don't care. But stay safe out there.
Actually, I've had one buddy that said he's put this on one time when he was going to bed, just listening to the second episode, and he's like, I have fallen asleep to yours and Lemon's voices. So if you're
Oh,
listening, good night.
I'm in your walls.
I'm under your skin. Okay.
That's where
goodbye.
we should end the podcast right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.